Welcome, Multiverse Mayhem. Today we have in our podcast Dreadreaper, otherwise known as the King of Dragons, Gaiomon, and Techno Melody. I don't know who you thought at.
Gargmamon, the Crystal Golem.
Go Gagan. Okay. Well, first question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite fight of the tournament?
They're
If
absolute mayhem. I'll let Techno go first.
If I had to go through, there was a lot of good fights. Obviously, your fight at the end was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta admit, one of the fights I didn't enjoy when Kirby versus Mook. Not many people talking about that, but those two were going hand to hand beautifully.
I can agree.
And it was
I can agree.
And it was a fight they both could actually show off all the abilities they've been practicing.
Yeah. I would say for me, a decently rated fight that I really enjoyed was Donnie fighting Rose as Adam Smasher. Because I'll be honest, I'm kind of glad I didn't get put up against Donnie. He would have low-key cooked me.
Donnie's Adam Smasher is definitely something that is a little scary to go up against. He goes
absolutely.
with that. He's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What about you? What about, in your experience, what was your hardest fight?
From the tournament?
I'll let Greg go first since.
Are we going by if we're going by from the tournament? I guess my hardest fighting. I say my hardest was most likely against Rox.
Yeah.
Honestly, she was countering
Rox
me a lot.
and Toto. You had husband and wife kicking your ass.
Yeah, Rox was countering me a lot and knew a lot of how my playstyle was. So I couldn't
They did the research.
Yeah, I couldn't exactly go strictly on offense. I had to at least strategize a bit.
Yeah. What about you, Techno?
For me, let me just take off the mask. Since y'all showing your faces, might as well. I'd probably say between both Iron Man and Toro, they were both equally hard. Obviously, Toro felt a bit off his game, I could tell, but he was still fun. I'd have to still give it to Iron Man. Me and him were going hand to hand, machine to beast. It was honestly pretty fun.
Yeah.
And I got to finally show off what I've been doing with Gargmamon since most of Mayhem did not know my playstyle for him. For him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to make sure that they don't know your moves before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had ways I trained without people realizing who I was training for.
Yeah. What about something that something you were dying to show off, something you were dying to pull out?
I would say I wasn't dying if my homie Zyguide managed to finish the rest of my Ito. I was dying to use it on Tildo Neck to use the rest of the counter him.
A lot of times I was debating to bring back Marks for the AM tournament. People sort of remember him from last time, but I was still new to Multiverse Mayhem compared to Fight Finder.
Yeah.
So not many people, obviously just like Gargmamon, there was nothing very known about it. But unlike Gargmamon, my Marks that I have is privated, fitted by Kirby himself. But probably one I was hoping to get finished before then was actual OC of mine. His name is the author. I worked hard on him, on the design with my brother, and we were gonna get it into an avatar. Gecko, I won the wheel in his server, so I'm still waiting on that. But it's got some fun abilities that combines all my different playstyles, so it could really catch people off guard.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, sounds really interesting.
Thank you.
What about this? How did you feel right before the fight that knocked you both out?
Honestly, I was just glad I was just glad to give people good performance in the first one. People were liking my performance on both. And just like the last time, win or lose, I was still going to give a speech before I hopped off because other people needed to be there as well.
Mm-hmm. Dread?
I'd say I felt sad that I lost to both Toadneck and Rox. Toadneck, I'll say it felt like an honor fighting him because I've been wanting to fight Toadneck Sonic for the longest. Because I've wanted to beat him at least once. Because that's my 6th loss to him. Rox, I think I started shedding tears when I lost. Because I gave it my all in that fight.
Yeah, I remember I was comforting him a bit. Honestly, but dog, you did amazing. We gave our all.
Honestly, it was fun. Yeah, fighting Rox and Toadneck was fun, though I got jumped, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Fighting both Iron Man and Toadneck was not Toadneck. Now you got me saying Toadneck. God fucking damn it. Toro was both fun and both people I wanted to fight for a while. From both fights, Iron Man, I already knew his kit a bit. I was already doing research. I'm not sure people noticed, but I was countering his kit a bit. I knew about his rocks, them being like shotguns. They're extremely fast, so if you're not ready for them, they can be odd. Multiple times when I jumped off, I turned around using my back as a spiky shield to do damage, but to tank the hit.
Yeah.
And with Toro, I didn't know who he was fighting as. I thought he might be fighting the Sun Wukong, and if it was, I would have jumped on top of the clouds after him, because the legendary fight between him and Uriel was fucking beautiful.
Honestly.
I wish it was me, because Toro is an amazing fighter, both of them are. And honestly, I'll be glad to fight them again. Anyone, in fact. I just want to give a good fight for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the educational aspect of this tournament? What's something you learned about not only yourselves, but anything else?
I would say, when it came to education, I'd say a few things. I learned that even though I tried my best, there's still more to greatly improve on. And I learned that from fighting both Rox and Toto.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd also say I learned how to counter and use my own opponent's attacks to work in my favor. Like using Rox's boat to throw at them and using Toteneck's whirlwind to just gain an upper hand.
With me, I'd say as I came up with using my body, it shows that what I think I might have taught others, from my point of view, is that I don't have much. Everyone knew I did not have much in the avatar beforehand. So what my point was shown is it doesn't matter like how many abilities, what character it is, just show some creativity. And for others, it was probably learning more about showing how to perform hand to hand in a way. Me and Toro were going back and forth hand to hand, taking hits and stunning. Gargmemon's a beast that constantly doesn't want to let up, even when it's injured. At the end, in the 10 seconds mark, I had Gargmemon crouched down as he's finally starting. All that adrenaline of being a creature of destruction is starting to slow down. But the last thing I think that me and Dread both shown is that even though we didn't get far, the digital champions aren't something to be locked under, as we can go toe to toe with some of the heavy hitters of Mayhem.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Going to a fight. No, my bad.
What about your guys' training schedule? What was that like before the tournament?
Mine was quite unknown. At first, I was focused on training my students, but over time, I did get busy. I was kind of disappointed when Cyberlord didn't make it in since he was playing as Grundy, and I know I never gave him much tips as Grundy, but I was originally debating to be Grundy, so someone else that's doing it made me proud.
Yeah.
But my most favorite thing is training. I have multiple ways I train. I either train alone, privately, or I train in other ways that might seem unusual, just like acting in general, or as other characters that don't look like the exact same one. I like hiding them. Which character I'm training as, you just gotta guess that one. Because it could be anyone.
Yeah. What about you, Jed?
I'd say my training method was the training I did with you, trying to work better on character and my offensive ability. But it was also to test my archery, because I got a lot better when it came with the bow, because Totenek was faster than me, but I still managed to hit him all the time with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
also
one thing.
say...
Sorry for interrupting,
Hmm?
of course.
Yeah.
I'll let you continue
No,
first.
you go. You
Alright.
go.
That's something a lot of people don't expect. Aim, because most people go up front and heavy, or if you're
Yeah.
warlocks, you're expected to miss a lot. That's something I noticed in the fight. You definitely improved your aim. As Gargmamon's aim, he's got two big legs. Of course he's gonna hit, but I learned how to constantly track my opponents from slight movements. Like just the
Yeah.
legs or the way their hands are moving. So I do suggest keep an eye on that. Some opponents might be harder to tell, but once you get that trick going, even if they don't have hands like Iron Man, you can still sort of tell from positions. Besides that, you're already a good archer, so...
I would also say the training I did also to work better with my second form, because I only recently got the ETEL form uploaded to me by my homie Zyguide. So I was still trying to learn how to use it properly. So I sang Commissioner Toro, Crow's Nest, Kaido, because Kaido helped me a lot when it came to training. But I also
Yeah.
think
I
Titan
wouldn't
when it came to bettering my Gaiamon.
Every time I fought against Rico, especially in the training one, I think I had genuine fun while still training, which I like. But how we actually take hits, we're performing in a realistic standard. For example, at the end, even though you all might not have seen it, my hand was spinning and he hit me that giant quake. I was trying to counter it back with my punch.
Yeah.
It's cinematic. That's why I think really matters. Winning, losing,
Yeah.
it's just part of it. It just shows you're still good. Either way, you did a good performance.
Yeah. A lot of people may try to see it like that, but winning just feels good.
Yeah, winning
Yeah.
feels good, but putting on a show for the audience is what makes me love playing as Gaiamon.
For
Bringing
Yeah.
in
winning
new
was
fighters.
never something I really cared about. I'm like one of those people. I lose, I just say GG, maybe give some advice or just say how much fun I've had. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on to the next question here. When you saw the first fight, what were your emotions? When you saw your first fight, when you were looking through the brackets and you're like, oh yeah, I made it on, who am I fighting? And you saw that name. What'd you guys think?
But that
I know
was
for a
my
fact-
reaction.
I know for fact when Dredd saw Totenak, all he heard in his mind was fucking.
I'm cooked, guy. I'm cooked.
He knew right then, he might not make it. There was still a chance you could.
Yeah.
With me, I was hyped as fuck. I never fought
For
Fun
me-
fact, I've never fought Iron Man beforehand. That was my first time fighting him.
Yeah. I was saying a lot of I knew I was cooked, but I was still gonna give Totonek a run, which I did do. And I'm happy that fighting Totonek proved a lot better of how much I grew.
Yeah.
Cause
Definitely.
yeah, cause Totonek was like the first fighter I've ever met, realistically. Cause it was the first person I truly wanted to fight, but never got the chance to until like probably a few weeks later.
Yeah. Well, I think that'll be all the time for today.
Alright.
Thank you for
If I
tuning
may,
in.
I
Thank you
think
for being here.
I might have one question that I think might spice things up.
Oh yeah, what's
We
that?
all saw the celeb votes. But, okay, who do you want, personally, to make a celeb out of those celeb votes?
I want Sunny. I want Kaido. I want Hope. I want Bugs.
Yeah. I'd say because not really many mentioned him, but one of the Sovereigns, aka not picks, I would love to see.
Oh
get
yeah,
voted for
definitely
celeb.
not. Yeah, definitely not
I was actually
Pix.
surprised.
Definitely not Pix.
I was actually surprised that he was not mentioned that often, since he's a pretty good
Yeah.
fighter in general.
He's a pretty
Yeah.
good fighter. The only problem is he hasn't made a real big name for himself. Especially,
Yeah.
He's still
It
improving.
was
He's
a
still
real.
working his way up.
It was a real heart. It was like kind of heartbreaking that he kind of got out of the tournament pretty early.
Yeah, he got pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the digital champions, because it was me, Chaotic, and Techno, all three of us got out early.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of the
Correction,
Sovereigns...
just me and you. Chaotic wasn't using a Digimon. Yes, Chaotic, I'm saying that. You can sue me for it later if you want to beat my ass.
But I also didn't just go in as a digital champion. I went in as a Sovereign. And I'll say this, I love being part of the Stadium Sovereigns. Because I get to meet good people, get to train with one of the best fighters. And just overall, just get to have a good time.
Yeah. If I remember my list of people I put, obviously YouTube mentions them. For example, Bugs, Notpix, Sunny, Kaido. I mentioned a couple that Moonlex, Crimson.
Oh yeah.
Those two have been going
Maybe.
hard crazy.
Maybe.
Yeah, Moonlex is a really good fighter. And yes, Moonlex, I'm mentioning you. You're a good fighter.
In
Yay,
fact,
fighter mentions. Hey, let's go ahead and mention one more fighter. The best fighter out there, Wrangle.
Yeah, we gonna have to kill you, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
correction.
Okay. You know what? Just for that, we
RGG.
ending right there.
Damn, I was gonna say one more thing, obviously, because I'm not sure if everyone else has done
No,
this
you're not
in the
allowed.
interviews.
You know,
not all.
You just interrupted me. You know what happens to people who interrupt me? You see these couches? Each one is made of the skin of the people that interrupt me.
Yeah, Techno, have fun with that.
This one right here?
Fuck no.
This one right here? This is simply Gorilla.
Damn. Trust. Next time there's gonna be another couch over, just a small meat box with my tie on it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Fun
Techno
fact:
Melody.
Moonlex made this but I was gonna say this before he ends this fucking video and kills me.
Oh yeah, what if I
He turns me to a skull on his phone. I'm gonna look like the skull on his phone.
Beep.
Obviously, thank RGG, Baron, and Juggernaut for hosting it. it was fucking lovely seeing them. I love the fucking suits those two had, and RGG being the GOAT always with his impressive voice and making
Oh,
sure
yeah.
to get everyone's attention.
Yeah. And
All
No one's
right.
gonna
Keep the
see me
Montagues.
for the rest of the day. True. Why'd I turn invisible? True.
All right. Well, now that's all the time we have. Thank you guys for
Help
stopping
me.
by. Thank you all for tuning in. And give me a moment while we go over the verdict of Techno's either execution or
Oh crap! I'm
arrest
stuck to a chair.
or
No, he stuck me to a chair. I can't leave. Help! Help!